Oh man. Let me load this back up.
It's all right, Scott. You don't have to blame it on the technology. Sometimes it's operator error.
It's usually Costas' fault is when this kind of stuff
Usually
happens.
Costas is the one setting it all up, which is why we're having such issues.
Yeah, blame. It's always just blame Costas 100%.
Where did he go?
Here we
Oh,
go.
there he is. Okay.
I got a match now. I'm fighting Jessica Wester Willie. All right, you're gonna get wrecked.
Anyways.
All right, here we go. Now everything is smooth. Everything is smooth now. I might have to delete the first 15 minutes of this live once it all uploads to YouTube. Nothing to see here.
All right, here we go. But yeah, look at the map. The map is just so smooth, and the amount of detail that's in there is just fascinating. So, a little bit of a change of the color schemes of the alien towers. Of course,
Yeah, and they definitely picked up the quality of the movement of the characters too. Even the original 12 characters, they definitely have a much smoother walk across the map, even compared to the last build.
interesting. I haven't even had an opportunity to really even delve into the heroes. I've been so infatuated with the new stuff.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the same. I love dropping the tanks on the map.
Yeah, the tanks are definitely powerful. I think the tanks might be a little bit too powerful.
Well, keep in mind,
Yeah,
we still haven't even introduced the weaknesses and strengths. So that tank has a specific card that is its weakness, and that will be probably in the next build.
yeah. These troops, man, they keep we have to also reduce the health of the troops because they keep getting spawned non-stop, and it's hard to get your units across the map. So the troops definitely need to be the kind of units that have low health and are do a little bit of damage, because those are ones that you would use to kind of push across your bigger troops, right, Lewis?
Yes, that's correct. But what's also cool is, now I'm dropping some alpha here, but with the heroes, they're super powerful. But with the introduction of our Ion Interscoper and our Human Sniper, those heroes are now going to have an opponent that is going to be able to take them out really quickly. So this is going to be like, us adding that extra element of now you have to know which card is its strength and weakness, and then adjusting accordingly. So it's not going to be as straightforward as you see now, which is going to make it even more challenging and I think more exciting and fun.
100%. Dude, Jessica's gonna beat me. She might get my tower. It's no fair, Jessica. I was distracted by the space.
I'm trying to work and play at the same time. Excuse me.
Damn, Scott, you're gonna
And I
lose
also like
just
the
like
new
that?
trophies too.
Yeah. But I mean, this is literally. I mean, what do we have? Like one hero, maybe, or not even any heroes in this deck, huh? Just playing all new characters. Oh, there we go. Got one.
That's what I just did. I played all new characters, but I'm gonna switch it out. Put some heroes in here.
Yeah, and did you notice? Look at all the the insignias, the icons at the very top. We even improved even just what were the crowns. We didn't love it, and so we're like, all right, let's go ahead and get some different icons as far as being able to signify the different towers that were destroyed. So, I mean, every little bit. And again, this part right here is going to change. You're going to see this screen, or if anybody's watching the YouTube, I'm watching it live as well. But the actual screen where you're building your deck, all of that artwork, we were expecting the artwork there and not the characters today. And instead they gave us all of the new cards and not the artwork. So, which is all good.
So those things that are called crowns, just so everybody knows, those are now called energy cores. So when you knock down a tower, you now get an energy core. So Kind of goes in with the lore. Those towers are powered by Miki, and those energy cores are where you collect.
Gotcha. I like that better too.
Oh,
Dude, Tomahawk coming back for revenge after me throttling him on the last live.
Yeah, Scott, that was my wife that you were playing against.
Oh, was it? Yeah, dude, she did really good.
She plays it with my son, so she's got a lot of practice.
What did she think of it? She like it?
She loves it. She does love it. So does my son. He's 3. He just wants to play it all day. That's all he asks for.
He's 3 years old and that's all he wants to play?
That's it.
Wow, awesome. Now you just have to teach him not to do that in real life. I've got a 3-year-old. All they want to do is play WAGMI Defense. They're like, we're all gonna make it. Smack you in the face. We're all gonna make it. Let me take this stick and swing it into your leg.
Yep.
The wife loves that, right?
Oh yeah, she loves it.
Yeah, she's like, can you please not have them play WAGMI Defense because they want to play WAGMI
Dude,
Defense?
Tomahawk has 2 tanks out right now. Just throttling me. It's no fair. I'm distracted by the Twitter space.
Dude, I love those tanks. I've been deploying them too, and I'm like, these things are like, man, they really pack a punch.
So you do have the option now too to go into your settings and adjust the volume. So somebody asked that I actually go in there and turn it down a little more, which I did turn it down. I thought I had it at a good spot, but let me turn it down a little more.
Look at Tomahawk totally just wasted you. I mean,
By
he's
the-
a corporal already.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, in case nobody's noticed, you don't just get to play all the maps now. There's 4 maps. The last one being the newest map that nobody has seen. So get to grinding.
So I already noticed the something we need to change. We need to make the audio settings bigger because I can't get my
Bro,
finger on it.
we already got that request, and I had
Like,
yeah.
I need a big fat old audio
Well,
settings bar that I can just put my finger
Are
on.
you saying you have manly hands? Is that what you're trying to brag about right now? Big manly hands.
Yeah, my hands are too manly for the audio bar.
Costas, did you hear that?
I was thinking what you need to do is you need to have one of those little hands when Deadpool has the regeneration of his little baby hand.
Oh, the little baby hands?
Yeah, if you have the little baby hands that actually are able to do the audio and the volume, I think that would be great. But yeah, I mean, this is all why we're doing this, right? This is why we're doing TestFlight. We're seeing what's happening with the characters. We're seeing what we want to improve, and everything, right? I mean, Joe, I mean, you can speak to the UI, and I'm sure that after you've seen this one, you'll probably have some more recommendations. I know that the flow hasn't been completely redone as far as the last thing that you do when you press PvP is your aliens or humans, but at the same time, maybe after you're playing it a little bit, as long as you get the flow of it, I'd be curious what you think about. Is that just okay, right? Does that really make that much of a difference? After you've been playing it a couple times, you're like, all right, well, I know that I build my deck, I press PvP, and I go play. So it'd be interesting to hear some of your guys' reaction to how you've been playing and how you've adapted, if you still feel the same way or it actually does make sense.
Dude, I got Tomahawk again. Are you kidding me? I'm coming for that. I'm coming for you now, Tomahawk.
I can give my opinion on that, Ian, if you
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, I was playing it a lot today. My original impression was it's like a different game than the original mobile release. And the one thing that struck me is just off the bat was like, this is even where it's going to be when it's done. So that's amazing. The flow is really good. Like the UI with the marketplace is really good. So that stuff is great. I love that like interaction. All that makes sense. I think my opinion of the decks to the like arena to battle probably is the same. I think my reasoning, this goes back to like that like that 2-click example I mentioned, like in one of the spaces where taking a process from 2 clicks to 1 click saved a customer like 50 grand a year or something like that, or a quarter actually. And when I think about it with like the game, if that like one little step is not there, like if it's just on the map, pick your deck, play, versus like going back 2 spaces, that might be the difference between somebody saying, one more game before I go to bed, or one more game before, X. And those little like one more game moments could add up to like, you know, a million extra games like per year, which is like how many more cards are leveled up, how many more cards are bought. Like the total marketplace volume would just like be like measurably different when those little tweaks are in place. So that's sort of where my brain still goes in that kind of stuff. If that makes sense.
Perfect. Yeah. No, I completely agree, and I think that flow we'll work through that flow as well. But really, as far as the rest of it, I think it's I'm just watching it right now, and to me it's just very interesting seeing so much action, like those troops where 3 of those people pop on, and I would like to see them a little less in cadence, and we'll probably work on some of that stuff. Like I feel like the one side is a little bit better, like the yellow shooters on humans are less in cadence than the aliens. I don't know which ones those guys are. And I don't know, maybe that's on purpose, where the aliens are in cadence and the humans are a little bit more human, where they're just kind of walking on their own. So, those are the little itty bitty things that we're going to also analyze, or just like, okay, do we like it that they're exactly in cadence, or do we want it so that they're a little bit different, have their own personalities, even though that they're in the same troop? So,
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. Like we definitely have to do some balancing, but overall the look and feel of it is great. It's exactly what I expected from our vision of what these troops are going to look like.
yeah, the contrast is great. It's funny, like where we were at maybe 2 months ago, guys, maybe 2.5 months ago, when we're just like, gosh, we can't see the characters as much as we'd like to. Like they blend into the environment too much. They didn't have the proper lighting. Like that doesn't even come into my mind when I'm watching this right now or playing the game. So it's amazing how far we've come in just a couple of months, where we're just like, we need these effects to be spectacular. We need the lighting to be fantastic. We need the proper contrast off of the maps. And it's just great having Cubics being able to deliver. I mean, kudos to our team over there, man. I mean, they're working for us, but they're managed by them, and it's just really cool to see the talent and being able to really produce this game. That's, I don't know, guys. I mean, is there any other game that's kind of like this out there? I mean, not Web 3, but just Web 2, or is this like a really cool, unique game that we've come up with?
I don't know if this guy's name is Crypt DCK, Cryptic, or Cryptic. I don't know. He spelled it weird.
Cryptic?
Yeah, Cryptic.
Cryptic?
Like, okay, here we go. Let's see if they nerfed the fighters yet. Oh, they didn't nerf the fighters yet. Nice. That's going to save me with all these troops. Oh my gosh, there's so many troops. Oh, I got a present for you, though. I think we also need to increase General Stamima's AoE, man. He should be able to throttle all these units at once if you drop them in the middle.
Oh, yeah, so it's almost like bowling.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting across here, Cryptic.
Yeah, so guys, we can go ahead and talk about, I mean, this is so fun, seeing the game stream, and I think if we can get this streaming on Twitter. Hey, Joe, go ahead, man.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to piggyback up something you said about the details. I just wanted to commend you. I think, to your question, is there a game like this? I don't play a lot of games, but this one has like captivated me, and I want to play it all the time. I'm not a gamer. I'm like you. I like woodwork in my shop. I run marathons. I like hiking and gold panning. I'm not a gamer, and I want to play this all the time. So I would encourage you to take your time, like hit the details. You're going to fix all the problems and find 10 more ones, and those are going to be little nitpicky things. Like, please do all that. I encourage you to, because it's coming out like so good. It's so good.
Awesome. Yeah. And that's one of the things I did want to even mention. I was thinking about it. I'm seeing, obviously we're having a little bit of a positive reaction in the market, and you got a couple of other projects that seem to have some decent buys and on their chart and stuff like that. And one of the things that we're trying to stay true to is what the long-term goal of this project is, and it's to really have it where we have this amazing, perfect, like cadence of what we're doing to get up to the point where we're releasing this game. And it's one of those things where we're just not going to rush it, right? We feel like we're right on time. Like we are on schedule with this entire project. And if anything, I almost feel like we might be ahead of schedule. I know that kind of, we should never say that we're ahead of schedule, but I mean, like we said in the beginning, we were expecting all of these characters in a couple of weeks, and we have like all of these decks playable right this second. So it's really neat seeing this. Up, Scott, what's going on? Are you getting wrecked?
Dude, I thought I just won that one. I had a lone immortal up there throttling the middle tower, and he wasn't getting touched. And I thought I won, but Cryptic beat me by like 10 points. Oh man.
Wow. You're a private. You
That
got
was
zero. You're zero.
I am. I'm zero.
But anyways, what I was getting at was we're just focused on making sure that this entire project's cadence is done correctly. It's done like a real business. Doesn't matter that we're in Web3. It doesn't matter we're in crypto. It doesn't matter we have a token. It doesn't matter we have, I mean, it's really just for making sure that we do this thing right. And we've said it multiple times. We only have really one shot to be able to present this to the world. And obviously, anybody who's here listening and part of the community and able to download the TestFlight, we feel that this is just something really cool and special that doesn't happen in the real world, right? This is one of these things where it's just like having our community be able to kind of experience the evolution of an entire game. And to us, it's just so fun to be able to actually, almost at this point, like today, we experienced it with you, right? We did not have any idea that the build was going to come out the way it was today. And again, like Lewis was saying, it's like, wait a minute, I gave birth to this, and I wasn't expecting it to look like this. Like, this is amazing. It's almost like you have to kind of take a step back and be like, whoa, what just happened? This is amazing. So, yeah, we're really happy where we're at with this project. The things that are going on behind the scenes, guys, we're talking about going to Denver for ETH Denver. We're going to be, part of the actual. Immutable X has a huge booth at NFT NYC, and they're going to feature this game in their booth for guys. People are going to be able to literally come up in Immutable X's booth and play WAGMI events at NFT NYC. Like, these are the things that we're actually chatting about with, through our partnerships and things like that. You will, starting February, literally see a piece of content having to do with WAGMI events every other day. So these are we have so much stuff that is going to be planned here from literally from the time we are at now all the way through from the time that we actually do the soft launch, we're on the app, and then launch this game. There's going to be a perfect synergy, a perfect cadence of building the momentum up into the release of this game. And we like I said, you got these, a couple days of, oh my gosh, it feels great in the market. And it's tempting to do some extra marketing to take advantage of it. But again, it's just like, we look at it, we're like, just like, let's stick with our cadence, right? We're sticking with the cadence of the game, of the development, knowing what we have going on. Guys, we have some utility having to do with the token that we've been working on that is going to be absolutely amazing when you guys hear all the things that we've got cooking. We're just not ready to release it quite yet. So much stuff is going on, and we are consistently every single day just trying to figure out how we can improve this project, how we can strategize. guys, we're starting to build out the funnels that we're probably going to advertise in 4 or 5 months from now. Like we're already planning out, how we're going to leverage the motion capture and the different characters and be able to create 7, 8, 9 different ads so that the ads are already completely ready to go as far as video is concerned. It's just about execution. And those are the types of things that, are the things that we're constantly just working through here behind the scenes. And honestly, I just don't know if anybody else works harder than this team in all of Web3. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's possible. What do you think, Lewis? Chris, do you think it's possible that anybody's working harder than us?
Dude, I think everyone battling me right now is working harder because I keep getting wrecked, which is good. That means that people are playing the game and learning the strategy.
Yeah, and also you need to update your deck.
Right.
Yeah, update my deck. No, I need to adjust the hit points of all the the trios of guards getting dropped.
When you were talking about like the ideas that we have brewing, I know Scott was talking about like winter stays, kind of booth like at these events. And I think it'd be kind of cool if we did like something like if you could win 10 games in a row or stay for 30 minutes and win, maybe we could do some cash prizes. That would be cool.
Absolutely.
I know I'm gonna do it, even though I'm one of the devs. I'm gonna try and see if I can scoop up some money just to see what I got.
Yeah.
We're not getting paid right now, so
it'll be like
that'll be my
Sync the Clown, like at the circus, right? You're the clown that's like laughing at everybody, being like, haha, I don't think you can do it. Just playing the CGO. Beat the CGO for $100.
I have a feeling I'm still gonna get wrecked by some of these people.
Yeah, because we're busy building a game.
Yeah.
We don't have time to play it.
But it's weird though, because I know all the stats I'm gonna add to these cards, and I should know like the placement and how to like strategically win. But Kaizen, he gets the best of me most of the time, and I'm like, wait a minute, I made this game. What is this guy doing beating me? Well, he's just so good, man. These players that we've got, it's exciting to see them get really creative with their strategies, and they really learn how to, and sometimes exploit, the strengths and weaknesses that we currently have for the cards, and that's what it's about. It's creative thinking behind like your strategy and making it fun and exciting for other people to witness, how they're building their deck and how you can improve on your deck. And Kaizen, was one of the first ones to really do that in our game. I think he's going to go down in history for the WAGMI franchise. It's like the first like god player.
All right, who else is going to beat Scott?
Kayla didn't like that. Okay, Kayla.
I'm trying to find an opponent right now, but I feel like everyone's playing each other.
Oh, and isn't it cool, Ian? I literally didn't even have to ask, hey, humans or
Dude, I've had
aliens.
a different person every time too.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I just played Squishy Butt. Now I'm playing Mike Mudd.
Wow. Creative names, guys. Creative names.
Mine is just Herman.
I copied Ian. I put CGO. He put CEO. I put CGO. So it's me.
Okay.
All right, I got 30 guys on Temecula. He's got throttled. Nice. Dude, Dagon's holding the line over here, but not for long. Bye-bye.
I don't know if I should say this yet, but I don't care. I'm going to go ahead and drop it. So the heroes are going to have cool upgrades as you level them. Not only are they going to have cool upgrades, but what's really going to be game changer with these is that they're going to have special passive abilities. And
dude, Stavima just scooped around the corner. Sorry, Lewis. He just came out of nowhere, out of the shadows, and wrecked the tower.
So watch out for that. I'm not telling you when, but somewhere down the line, gonna throw a wrench in your strategy again.
I won!
Finally.
I won. I beat my. Thanks, Mike Mudd. Gave me the mercy win. Appreciate that.
He's like, Scott's trash. Let me just let him win once.
Yeah, let me just haphazardly play so he can win one game while on Twitter Spaces. That was pretty good. Let's try again. Let's see if we can get somebody different. I feel like Costas is trying to battle me.
Yeah, Costas gets a thrill out of beating you, dude. I know that for a fact. He tells me all the time.
Costas just friggin' posted in the chat. Can't believe Scott won. Dude, now I'm playing a different new person. 3 Rays.
So Lewis, shouldn't I thought there was going to be a when you win a match, you get like some sort of Nifi in that animation.
What do you mean? Like an animation showing you won the Nifi?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Like what? I mean, is it going to be like you get it like some sort of a war chest for winning or anything like that?
Yeah, you should be getting them if you win a match. I just opened mine like 5 minutes ago.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So if you go to your chest and it's expired by the time is elapsed, you can open it.
Yes. 3 Rays is going down. Yeah, got that tower, baby. It's all over, 3 Rays. You let me in, and I'm not leaving.
So yeah, if anybody wants to come up and speak, ask any questions, we're just super psyched about where this build is at. We do have a lot of work still to do. There's a lot of integrations on the back end. There's a lot of testing. Obviously, we're the first in the world to accept fiat for these NFTs and the airdrop. What is interesting, guys, is everybody who has signed up today has a custodial wallet. Bet you didn't even know you had one, did you? Like literally, when you put in your email address and you clicked link or clicked on that link and you had an account in the game, you instantaneously now have a custodial wallet. So literally, you can go into your settings and look at your wallet and copy your address and go to Etherscan, and that's your wallet. So how badass is that onboarding process? Every single person that will sign up for an account for WAGMI Defense will instantaneously have their own wallet, and we're able to literally just airdrop them all their assets directly into their custodial wallet. And then should they want to do anything with them, that's where the educational process is going to come into play. We'll teach people how to do it. You know, all these small little innuendos and things like that. There'll be something that pops up randomly that talks about, you know, hey, did you know X, Y, and Z? Did you know that your account is really a wallet? And we're really going to, you know, talk to, you know, everybody like they're in 3rd grade, because I feel like crypto is so complicated.
Maybe even 2nd grade.
Maybe 2nd grade. And I feel like crypto is so complicated that it really just needs to be so simple when we explain what's going on. And of course, if you are in Web3 and you have your own MetaMask or GameStop wallet and you want to use it, it's really just a matter of changing it. That's going to be one of the functionalities moving forward. But guys, I mean, literally, we tested in this build that when you sign up for an account, you get a custodial wallet. I just want to ask everybody, how badass was that? I mean, was that painful? Do you think that this is going to be something that's going to be easy to onboard a lot of different people? I mean, to me, I was like, couldn't believe it. I got my own WAGMI wallet. It's pretty awesome.
Dude, I can't believe I just won again.
3 Rays going down.
Look, I got 3 steel war chests. I can open one in 5 minutes. Hey, what's up, Jin Corinne? Jin Corinne and I, we played big time together, and he's really excited to test out WAGMI Defense. Jin, give me a thumbs up. Have you had a chance to download the beta yet?
Give you the middle finger. Joe, what's up? Oh, there's the thumbs up. Okay, cool.
Oh, I did actually have a question for you, Ian, if I could.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, so I mean, I've been here for, I don't know, 10 months or something. I lost track. I thought the browser version was pretty cutting edge, but then, I mean, here we are today. The mobile version is like next level. And it seems like that wasn't the intention when you started out. So I guess I have a two-part question. Has it surprised you, like how the project has like evolved and taken on like basically a whole new level? And then looking forward, is there anything today that you haven't even considered like looking into and taking to the next level that you would like to? Just because I don't know, the technology doesn't exist or you never considered it. Because I guess like 6 months ago you weren't even talking about mobile gaming, and yet here we are.
So we always were focused on mobile, and we thought that we can get away with a mobile responsive game,
All
so
right.
that it was browser based, and you would just go to a website and play the game. And going through that process of the closed beta, the Genesis NFT beta, seeing that okay, the game it looks good on the PC, and then when we actually played it on mobile, we thought it sucked. And it wasn't necessarily the fact that it was lagging too much; it was just the quality. And we really felt that if we wanted to compete, that the quality had to be what you're seeing now. Like it had to be something that is fun and exciting to watch and to play. And either you're going to go Pixelmon, right, or you're going to go AAA. Like there's really very little in between as far as graphics are concerned, as far as we're concerned, anyways. So as far as where we're at then, it was really just that decision to say, our identity needs to be top quality, and I think that that has been all of our focus throughout this entire journey, and I think that's why it's just so impressive because there's nobody that wants to take the shortcut on this team. There's nobody that is really forcing trying to make something that's not ready. Like everybody understands that this is a process. It's a seasoned veterans of people who have been in business. So understanding that process does take time. Are we anxious as hell to start making money with this? Hell yeah! Like we want to start blowing this project up and getting as many people as we possibly can to play because it's going to benefit so many different people in so many different levels. But knowing that we are just taking it in the cadence that we have to in order to get to that one point where finally we can actually be at the top of the hill and be like, and now we're ready to go, right? And so I think that as far as did I expect the quality to be like this? Um, yes and no. My expectations are this that I think that it would turn out as good as it's turning out. Uh, it's to me serendipitous that again I throw that word out often. Serendipity that I was able to meet the other three guys in the core four, and then that Scott and Costas came on board. And I mean, just everybody is so incredibly invaluable. Like, there's no way that this project will be where it's at if somebody in this core team was not part of it. And the fact that literally we work for free, like we don't make any money at all. And literally, like I said, I don't know anybody who works harder at projects than us. It's just nonstop. I mean, I'm up at 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning, and literally, I mean, the guys probably wake up, and I have like 10 or 11 different messages on Telegram that all the different thoughts that go through my head, and I just have to get them out. And then the guys start executing on them. As far as just either A, they dismiss me, or B, it's really, these are things that we need to work on and solve. And what are some problems that are constantly we're trying to solve? Every single day we're solving problems. Like this is not uh, dude, you're in business. You've been in business. There's no
Yeah.
business really that doesn't solve a problem on a daily basis. Even if you're in sales and your numbers are not where they need to be, you're having to solve that problem, right? So to me, this is a business as far as, not only trying to figure out the technology part of it, but also in a very weird industry that nobody has taken a game live to the masses based off of this technology. And making sure that we're thinking out from both ends, both sides, as far as how can we get the Web3 community behind this game, We know that there's a lot of games that are different games, right? They're the MMOs and they're the first person shooters. They're completely different games than the game that we have here. We're focusing on a mobile. We understand what our identity is. We understand the game that we're actually putting out there, and we stand by it, 1000% as far as why we chose this game and what we're doing. And it's just interesting because there's so much out there that's being developed, and there's so many different projects that are trying to make it. In understanding that the collaboration of different partnerships with different communities, like for example, non-fungible arcade, Dr. JPEG, he's part of the Neo Tokyo deal, and works with Arcade to earn with Jorge, and obviously he's runs with Johnny Hustle and all that stuff. Well, we're actually going to be a part of their preseason here in the next couple of weeks with Non-Fungible Arcade, and that is just a bunch of enthusiasts that love gaming. They drink the Kool-Aid of Elijah, of Dr. JPEG, and really are just behind him, right? And again, these are all citizens, Grand Rising and Neo Tokyo, and slowly but surely, we're getting a lot of those people that are starting to see this game and seeing that the quality's here, and the game is really good, and now where we're at, it's just like you can download the game and start playing it. The only complaint that people are going to have is I couldn't get a game right away, right? And of course, that's because it's
I've literally played a new person in the last 4 matches. Chicken Dinner, Crypto Mod. Now I'm playing Naya Head. Like, there's so many people playing this game. This is amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing, and more will play it, and that's the whole goal, right? That's why we're not doing a closed beta or anything like that. We're like, just have people come in and play. It's all good. Have some fun. Let's get some statistics here and see where it's at. So again, Joe, I'm sorry, you know me, long-winded question when you ask.
I love it.
But yeah, I mean, do I really think that this game is as good as I thought it would be? Dude, I have very high expectations on anything that I do in this world. I expect nothing but the best, and it just so happens I'm lucked out with this team, and everyone's able to deliver. So,
dare I say, that's why you're going to make it, I think. I think you guys are doing it definitely right. I know where you're coming from. I solve problems all day at work. They're all API generated. They never stop, but I love it. And that's why our company does billions of revenue every year, because we all love it. And I can tell you guys love doing this, so, WAGMI's going to blow up.
yeah. I think that we're in just a wonderful position here to really, like we've mentioned, we're going to be the game or one of the games that actually breaks out. I really think so, because it's just so easy to play. And the genre, right? Waxy, you talked about your wife just playing this game. Did she like it? Yeah, she loves it. So that was cool. Well, women can like sci-fi. And by the way, we're about to release another character. I'm not going to say too much about that. But we're trying to introduce definitely more female characters. You saw Susie was the protagonist of the comic, and we understand that in order to get a lot of strategy, there's a lot of the female demographic that we want to come in and play the game. Even though it's a very it's masculine, it's still super fun to watch and exciting. So it was good to hear that actually your wife actually does like the game. And I can tell you that.
I mean, I want to see more girl characters.
Yep, and they're coming. They're definitely coming.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, we have Susie, and I don't think that we've named the new character that we're going to release next week yet. But this game is something that can be picked up by pretty much any kind of male, female, or what have you. Where a lot of the other games, like the first-person shooter, I would be surprised if there's anywhere close to even 10% that are female that play those types of games. Like it's a dude game, right? If you're going to go shoot shit. So those are other things that we've looked at as well when we were picking the genre and the game and things like that. And even though it's definitely sci-fi, it's definitely spacey. I mean, the female demographics like Star Wars too, right? So.
Even though there's only 2 women in the entire Star Wars universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that the running joke for a while?
Yeah. So yeah, if anybody wants to come up here and say hi, feel free to. If you have any questions, feel free to. Like I mentioned, I mean,
I feel like everybody's playing the game right
right.
now.
It's very
This is
possible.
great.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the chat. Obviously, it's on the stream, so they can hear us talking while we're playing. So that's
okay.
good.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. So that was what I was doing the entire time, was figuring out how I could talk while also streaming, while also getting Twitter Spaces from my computer. Like, it was fun. I got it though.
Awesome.
I'm
So
awesome.
everybody on YouTube is hearing the soothing sounds of General Stimima.
Yeah, they're listening to you while I'm finally getting my wins. Here, let's open a steel war chest real quick. There we go. Gotta make room for another win. And there's some Nefi. Beautiful.
Got to get the Nefi.
Gotta get the Nefi.
Yeah, so when it comes to the chest, guys, what's cool is what we've done is we've created a unique chest for every single map. So as you progress through the maps, you're gonna see different types of chests with different types of rewards. One thing that you're not seeing that we're going to add on the next build are the upgrade cards. So that's gonna help you upgrade your deck. So that's not in this current build, but that will be in addition to the next build.
Hells yeah. This is great, guys. I think I'm gonna wrap this up with one more battle. I'm hoping it's Kayla. Searching for opponent right now. She beat me. I think she was crypto dick. That was her. Because after I lost, she was gloating in the comment section. So, was that you, Kayla? Are you in here still? Is she laughing? Dude, another new person. Nomad verse 007. Oh, did I lose you guys, or was everybody trying to beat me right now? Oh,
Didn't
no.
lose me. Didn't lose me. Yeah, it's I mean, that's a cool testament. Like, we're just doing some organic, like, just a community outreach for the game, and you've played 7 different people.
Yeah, literally, it's been a different person almost every time. I think I played Tomahawk twice, and then that was it.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I think Tomahawk is a huge. He came over from. I think he was on our space. Was it last week? He came up briefly and said that he found out about us through Mutable X, and he's a huge Guild of Guardians advocate and fan. And Tomahawk's been definitely part of this community, and it's pretty neat. And I think we need more of that, right? We need more of other games. And again, we don't really look at any games unless it's literally a tower defense game or a strategy game that we have. Other than that, there's really no competition, right? Because the way we look at it again, and I think that if anybody listened to our space yesterday on NFT Now, it's really just a matter of people are going to play multiple games. Like, Scott, how many games do you play? You play WAGMI Defense, you play Dokkan Battle, you play COD. I mean, are there any other games?
I play way too many games. And I just got absolutely wrecked. And I'm going to end it on that match because that was embarrassing.
But anyways, if there's any questions you guys have, again, this is not a huge hype shill space. This is really like, hey, we've got a great update today. And there are so many things down the pipeline that we have. And yeah, I mean, we couldn't be more excited. And we know that everybody is still very patient. Our long-term, people who have, invested into the token and into the NFTs and stuff like that. We certainly understand, that everybody is patient, and I hope that you guys are confident with us that, I mean, we're continuously delivering on this project. Like, really proud. Lewis, are you super proud of where we're at right now, dude? Scott, you can answer that. Costas, you can answer that.
I'm very proud where we're at right now.
Lewis is
This just goes to show you that if you just put your head down and work, you can get a lot done, and you can build a really strong community. You know, being able to play the last 7 or 8 matches, battling a different person every time, just goes to show you how excited the community is, how everybody is. Everyone's been wanting to play this game on their phone since, we said we were going to announce the beta in October, and then we pushed it back, obviously, to make it a mobile version, and everyone was happy about it. Nobody was upset that we said, hey, we're going to push the beta back from October to December so that it can be a mobile version, downloadable app on your phone. And
Yeah,
I mean, it paid off big time
I
because
would say
everybody on YouTube is saying the game looks phenomenal.
I would say that every time we get a new build, it just gets better and better, and I feel like it's so special just to see everything come together the way it does, and it has. It's like I feel like it's the beginning of, even though it's not the beginning, it feels like the beginning of something bigger each and every time, and I feel like it's gonna become bigger than we really imagine, and that's what's exciting because we don't have we're not throwing money at ads right now, but seeing the organic growth and excitement and just people playing, creating memories. I think to me that's what says a lot about how special this is like that organic excitement. So once we turn on the ads, I can't even imagine what's gonna happen to this thing. It's gonna just blow up.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it's interesting, and I mentioned this multiple times, that anybody who is on this journey with us, and it doesn't matter if you're with us, if you're in other games playing beta, and just, you should be in a bunch of games. I mean, you should experience as much as you can. If you were able to, experience Illuvium and their app that just came out, and Undead Blocks, and, EVO, and there's so many good games that are out there. And just coming in here and experiencing this one too, and seeing, just from 2 weeks ago, we're literally, when did we release the this test flight? It was like December
December
27th,
27th,
right?
my brother's
What is
birthday,
today? What is today? The 18th.
January 18th.
So that was only 20 days ago, guys. Like 20 days ago, like look at what the game looks like when we released it to what it is today. Like it's almost like a whole new game because there's so much that has gone to it. But understand that literally this is what I mean, a year of actually working on this game and getting it to this point. So we are just, I hope that you guys are excited as we are. We feel that we're in a really good position. We feel the game is unique. We feel it still is very similar to, a tower defense game, but still different. It has a different feel. It's taking on its complete own identity. And that was the goal. The goal was not to infringe on, copycat IP stuff where, there's so many projects in Web3 that are literally just, in Web2 too, they're just taking the exact same IP like of a Clash and just redoing it. And all of this is completely original. And, again, credit where credit is due. This is from the mind of Lewis. Like Lewis came up with this shit. And it's just fascinating, and it's just a honor and pleasure again to be able to literally just have the amount of work ethic and talent on this team, and it goes all the way to the game devs too. We challenge them on a daily basis. Like, there's most of the times we're nice, and sometimes it's like a straight up challenge. Like the whole server thing. I mean, we're working through that. They literally gave us all of the information that we needed, and we made decisions today as far as where we're going to go, so that all the cloud computing is where it needs to be, and the scalability is going to be money, right? All of those things are the things that we're constantly working through on the back end, to make sure that the game is going to be scalable. And one more little bit of alpha. I pretty much directed Chris to say, okay, now it's time to get Google involved. All right, now it's time to start saying, all right, what are some of our strategies as far as getting the actual people to sign up to the actual download of the game, right? That's going to be a strategy that we move forward with. And, how are we going to, the founders packs, right? Anybody who has Genesis NFT obviously gets your founders packs, but, we're going to sell those, right? And those are probably going to be a pre-sale type mechanism that we're going to be doing. but at the same time, maybe we start getting Google involved with some of that and start getting the cadence and start really warming up our ads account and seeing what works and what's not working in this small, testing out small KPIs, and then having all that data ready to go. So when we do go, to a soft launch and then full launch, like we are prepared. We're prepared to blow this thing up quickly, and really excited about just the amount of work that we have to do, but at the same time, being able to now say, all right, we have an idea of when we're going to be launching this thing. So like, let's start planning, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months down the road, and actually start having all this stuff in play and leveraging like the motion capture stuff, and just super exciting. Lot of cool stuff. Couldn't be happier with today as far as the build and stuff like that. So
I just played another new player, King Kong, and I barely won. I have a good strategy now, Ian. I'm ready for the big leagues.
Yeah, put me in, coach.
You put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
So, anyways, Costas, you happy, dude?
I'm happy. I just want to say something that so far Scott has only been playing on one arena, the first map essentially, right? So if he ever gets good enough, which I doubt, he'll be able to unlock the second arena, New Egypt. And if he gets even better, which I doubt even more for obvious reasons, he's going to be able to unlock the third arena, House of Temel. And if he gets Kaizen good, which is very, very improbable, right? He'll be able to unlock the fourth map, Uranus, which I guess nobody has seen yet, other than, as a Twitter post. So I guess good luck, Scott. We're counting on you. Yeah.
I'll just buy all level 10 cards off of Kaizen on GameStop, and I'll win.
But what's interesting about that, guys? Listen to what you just said, and I think that this is why we are going to be successful with the strategy of NFTs. What you just said is straight up the truth. There's going to be a lot of people that are just like, I just want to get to level 4. And they just don't either have the time or they're just not able to advance yet. But what are they able to do? Costas, I believe if you buy all level 4 cards, you're able to play level 4?
No, but you will be much stronger, so you will be able to beat people like Scott, so you might be able to go to level 4.
Got
right?
it.
Or map
so
4.
you're able to get level 4 cards, which will give you the best opportunity, which will then potentially give you a little bit of an advantage to get
An
into.
edge.
And it's going to be that supply and demand economy that we've been talking about so much, actually in play in real life. It's going to be the FOMO of, I just want to go ahead and move this thing along, where, there's going to be multiple opportunities to move things along, because not only, we have the opportunity to keep on, getting a Dalium and Nefi and all that stuff that's the soft currency in the game, but also at that point, you'll be able to go to GameStop Marketplace or Rarible, or, we've talked to Magic Eden, and they're doing a lot of cool stuff with gaming stuff. All these different marketplaces, we'll have our own marketplace as well, that literally you just go in and be like, screw it. I just want to go ahead and play faster. I want to get to those next levels. I want to see what those maps are and be able to go back and forth. And, again, Costas, what you just said is, I think, the ethos of why we're doing what we're doing.
I'm playing against another new person named Akuma, and it looks like a lot of people want to play as aliens, because I have a much easier time finding a match when I play humans.
That Manacryte's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, the Manacryte looks amazing. Oh no, I'm about to get throttled by Akuma. Hurry up, I need 3. There we go. Dude, like sometimes, like you think you have the good strategy, and all of a sudden your opponent drops 3 tanks on the board, and you're like, how?
Scott, I have a strategy for you. Why don't you create a second account on your second phone and just keep playing yourself, so that you get enough wins to unlock the second map?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
I think
Is that what you do?
No, it's just an idea. It's not an idea. It's your only hope of getting to Arena 2,
Let the shit talk.
Arena 2 is for noobs. The reals play on Arena 1 and just stay there forever. That's how you know you were real. Ha! Your tank is blocked at the bridge. Jeez, man. My tower has 72 hit points left. Like, come on. The strategy that I said that I like to use, it's not really working right now.
Yeah, we can do.
I dropped too many airplanes in a row, which ate up too much energy, and that kind of screwed me. That one energy bar, I use one energy bar too much, and it offsets how quickly you can drop your troops, can be the make or break it point to them getting just close enough to destroy your tower or do a crap ton of damage. Dude, he's got 2 tanks. He's got Sarah guards. He's got everything out. Let's see if I can hold him off until the timer runs out. Nope, I'm dead. Good job, Akuma, bastard. Oh man, that was a lot of fun, guys. I had a lot of fun. I think we'll wrap up WAGMI Battle Royale Wednesday. We'll have to call it now. Ian, what do you think?
I like it.
WAGMI Battle Royale Wednesday. Guys, that was a lot of fun, and it's nice because on average we have about 50 to 60 people on our spaces, and we've had like 30 in the Twitter space and 20 to 25 on YouTube. So it's for me, I can see like people going back and forth almost back to the Twitter space or back into a game and back into the Twitter space. It's really cool. But we'll definitely do more battle royales. We'll definitely bring more gamers on. I'm hoping to bring Jinkurin on here for a battle royale stream relatively soon. Now that we have a fun playable game and everyone's starting to notice and see it, I get a lot of DMs. I'm going to be doing a play date with the Professor here soon. We were chatting earlier today. A lot of these streamers, Web 2 and Web 3, you're going to notice are going to start to want to stream the game or come on a battle royale on my channel. We'll do some fun giveaways. We got some comics we can give away, things like that. We're going to have a lot of fun here, guys. So, as always, make sure your notifications are turned on both for our Twitter posts as well as my YouTube channel, OhTheHermanity. The link is posted on my Twitter for anybody who hasn't gone there yet. And yeah, Ian, Costas, Lewis, Chris, if you're still here listening, Khaled's probably asleep. We're crushing it. Let's pat ourselves in the back a little bit. The hard work for the last year is finally paying off and coming to fruition, and we finally get to play a fun game that we created, and that's just, to me, is next level.
It's pretty fascinating. If you asked me last November if I would be the CEO of a game that looks like this, I'd be like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And that's what's so fascinating about how this project has actually just come together. And it's just one of those cool things where it never happens, and it's continuously this is a continuous, well, this just is never happening. But it is. It's just one of these things where it's not often that you're putting yourself in a position to be uberly successful and all of the stars are aligning. And it just seems like it is with this project, and a lot of hard work, a lot of sweat equity in this thing for sure. Massive amount of talent and just the drive from this team. So yeah, congratulations everybody on the team, dude. This is super fun. It's really cool seeing this to where it's at.
Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. Well, as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for those of you who let me win. And an equal thank you to those of you who absolutely wrecked me, because that's what we want to see. We want to see that kind of level of competition to know that, in fact, the game is fun and it's heading in the right direction. So thank you, everyone, so much for your support week after week. We'll be back next WAGMI Wednesday, of course, with more updates, so make sure you stay tuned. And if you're not following the official WAGMI Twitter handle, make sure you follow us there, because as Ian said, we're going to be starting to drop all kinds of alpha, new stuff for you guys to see. Hope everybody has a great night, and we'll see you next week.